You told Mew off.
I thought she was going to stay here for
Yes, you did. He just told her off because she was up here on my lap. Did you not see that or hear that? She's on my lap. He walked over here, looked up, and went, "Meow." That was pretty wild, Nia.
Are you sure it's wise?
When you just told her, excuse me, you took over 2 boxes and this and that. You're not sitting there too. I came to say I have a right to. Yes. Okay, Twinkie. And I don't know. I don't think I'm reading too much into cat behaviors. This is with,
You don't have to do anything now. Just
we played the box game. Now we're going to play the lap game. Now she's going to come from and say, wait a minute, I can do this too.
I'm going to think just the same about it.
Oh, I know. You didn't do anything. I'll go have a drink of water.
I know you're trying
This is not normal. You don't have that many drinks of water or check out the food dish.
Do you understand that? Now that's final.
But that's like changing the subject, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, I heard all of this discussion tonight. I'm glad we're all coming.
Yeah, well, it's not clear this way, is
You're
it?
going to take over one of those boxes, and she can take over one of the boxes. You want the blue box, don't you? I know you do. Then you can have the blue box. You take over the blue box. You can take over the blue box. I said so. And you just tell her, oh well. I'm going to sit up here and think about it.
Maybe you shouldn't have come back.
You can tell her that, Nia.
I'm going to be all right in a minute.
You can sit there and stare at it for a while, too.
It'll be easy. Coming back and...
All her little girl germs will go away, Nia. Trust me.
Collingwood right now.
No, Joe.
You're supposed to smile
I'm here
through
now.
this.
It's the greatest day.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
You know, I don't think I'm
Look
going to
at
put
this.
any of
Well, I'm going to take
I want them just the way...
Mew.
Just make it harder for you, right?
No.
You take over the brown box.
It'll be easier for me to go on.
So I'm
Good
taking
girl.
pictures of you. You can
Got a
say
good
hello.
girl.
Well, there's room.
You don't tell me I'm not a cat whisperer.
That's just the way it is. It's
Yeah,
not.
you take over the brown one.
Like a part of them that still is. Joe, I'm not being maudlin and
Sure, rub your face all over the blue one because, you know, I know what you want. But I said you should take over the brown one.
more important than
And you're in a better spot to keep track of
All right.
things there,
Do
Mew.
what you like.
Mew!
But if you're making a mistake...
Don't tell me I'm not a cat
content.
whisperer. I know exactly what's going on. What?
That's garbage laying
You
on the
would
counter.
like to turn that on, wouldn't you? Oh, okay, well, I'll get this out.
What's happening over here?
Because, no, I don't want it next to the vacuum. Can you put it over here? Because if it's water on the floor, it will be fine. That's not a good place for it, Tim. Here. And you really do need to do vacuuming back into these areas. But we're probably not going to cook pancakes. And because it's got a little bit of extra whatever, I can get it out here and mix it up to thicken this up a bit. But there's more than enough water, and you would turn it off by 10, 3, 11. That gives it a good 12, a little bit hours, and it will sit. Okay? So, do you want me to go try to find garlic to put in it or anything? It's
Does
fine.
this guy
Okay.
look like
It's got
Burton
celery, a
Cummings
little,
when they
some
came
onion,
out?
and
Okay,
carrots,
hang on.
and
Hold on, let's
potato,
see.
and a
There he
whole
is.
lot of
That's really wild.
meat shit
That means Burton
stuff.
Cummings was
Out and running around in the 60s, and he wouldn't have been that age. Well, he wouldn't
Right
have
now,
been.
it's got to be close to the 70s.
That would be Burton Cummings right now, in the 60s.
This is where
He was not that
you
age.
miss your ashes.
In the 70s, I was in my teens. He was barely into his early 30s. There's about
Hey, what?
early 30s. There's about 15 years between me and him. Check that out. So that guy's obviously in his 30s, and look, Burton's here before. He doesn't know. I'll have to think about it. You're right.
This is where you exist. Your ashes are scattered in this earth. I call
And by the way,
all the powers of darkness
a burning,
to restore you
a witch burning
to
or human
life.
burning will not reduce all the ashes into the
Return as you were when you lived.
nature. Literally, most of the skeleton on their liquid flesh. That
So
is what
I'm taking pictures of you. You can say hello.
he's sitting there. He is. Don't bother him. He's still working through this.
Return.
You know, I'd already had a discussion and told
Return.
yes, Mew. I said that he could have the blue one and you could have the brown one. But after saying that, Mia has decided that
You should take both.
no, he likes that idea. I can have the blue one. Well, then maybe I'll just insert a little bit of whatever and take the brown one instead. I actually think if he was going to cuddle to sleep, he would be more comfortable there. There's a little more space.
It's got a little bit of ickies on the inside.
got a little more belly.
Well, he's a bigger cat, Tim.
And I didn't bring anything to do it, but I cleaned the outside at least too. That's in the winter. It gets condensation sometimes.
With some difficulty, how did you let this happen? All right.
Oh, Nicholas, I was so afraid you wouldn't find me. I was so afraid you wouldn't hear me calling you.
You didn't answer my question. How did you let this happen?
Trask. The spirit of Trask.
Do I even mind that up there? No, I can deal with it. I think you should be watching this. This is just priceless. This is like watching animals outdoors. I think I like
That's
it.
beautiful.
Do I like where it's sitting?
Yes. You
Like
allowed
the
yourself to
looks
feel
in
an
the face
emotion.
are just wild.
You still love Barnabas Cullen,
I hate him. I will always hate him.
yet you love him still because your power is not as strong as
So-
Trask.
Hi.
From this moment on, I will feel nothing but hatred
So
in my heart.
I put stuff together for Mina. We've got our
I will think of
document.
nothing but
We've
this.
got some conjugation we can do. We've probably
Because I
got the
will
first
never
draft
take
that we
it.
could look at from what's his names, but I'd rather do that one online than getting it downloaded. We've got 2 or 3 songs to sing.
Nothing else.
Mia is working on making this decision. The worst of it is once he makes his decision, this little girl will decide that she wants that.
One of the same fun. He contributed to my first 100 years ago.
Because right now he's sitting there doing the same number he would do in the blue box. Oh, I'm kind of comfortable. Oh, I'll yawn. Oh, I'll fix myself. Oh, I'll...
Okay, so don't run the tape along.
But it would
Turn
have
it off.
a little bit
No
more
one will ever know.
room. If it doesn't fall off of there, he would deal with it rattling a bit.
Yeah.
And we can figure that out. And when you're vacuuming tomorrow, Tim, you have to pick that up, move the cardboard under it, and clean the mess out that's underneath it. I didn't do that tonight.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. There he is.
No. What are you doing here in the middle of the night?
I should do a post on Facebook and write this up like this.
Yes, I have something to tell her. I have to see her.
Well, whatever it is you have to tell us, can wait until morning.
No, I can't. I have to see her now.
I refuse to awaken any member of this family at this hour of the night.
Look, I can go up and wake her myself, but I have to see her.
Nonsense. Very well, come in.
You're over here saying, is it okay? Did I do a good thing? Yes, you did. Remember, I said you and me have some, we're we've got work to do. Yeah, you know me. You know I'm taking pictures and yes, I see that. And you're over here saying, oh, is it okay?
You should be able to do it without my
I
help.
need your help, Nicholas. The
Are
dream
you going
has
up there?
nothing to do-
You don't know.
Nothing must prevent its fulfillment.
Father.
Look at this. See?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the other one
Uh-huh.
too.
I answered your summons and returned you to life
Yep.
because of our bargain.
So you're not sure if you like the brown one,
More than
Yeah,
But-
pumpkin.
but you do notice that there's two of them,
I will not put
and we're letting you guys figure it out. But now you have the option of sharing both of them. Yes, you do. You got, oh God, Nia, you're just gorgeous in that. Wish the other one was a blue one too, because they're at least pretty in the pictures.
Right.
And they do. And you don't think there's been some real
What? No.
discussions here tonight?
God.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, there have.
Maybe she's some other part of the house.
I like this one better. This is the one that no, she never taught. That's fine, Nia.
Front door.
There are two boxes now, and you guys can figure it out. They are, Tim, because like I said, I'm a whisperer.
Myself tonight.
I never knew I did. And that allows I only learned that in a star. And you, as well as certain dogs.
She may be.
You're listening to me, aren't you? I did remarkably well with, believe it or not, pigeons. Come on, Mew, I want to do that picture if you jump.
Oh, so good.
What happened to you? Where have you been?
It's a very foolish thing, darling. It was private to be understanding.
Well, I'll try to be.
I just had to get away for a while, so I left on impulse.
But why?
Because I'm a very foolish woman.
That's hardly the explanation.
Please try to understand me.
What are you doing,
I'm
Mew?
weak. I'm
Oh,
not good at
Mew.
to the
Where do you want to go?
Donovan.
That way. Okay, we'll go that way. I figured I'd go out to Glen Pond Park.
Yeah, you.
Or not Glen Pond
Heard
Park,
that.
too.
I can understand why you didn't tell me that.
It's just kind of,
did it.
I can get some speed.
I'm trying to take a picture of you.
right.
Right.
You're always right.
And it's nice enough today. It might even be nice out there. I don't know.
Cold.
Well, I should have worn my vest, but I
Everyone
didn't.
would accept you, Cassandra. It would just take a little time.
They're still chatting this out. But I don't want to get in there because I don't know if I should.
It's
okay, you guys will figure it out.
But you must promise me that you will never try to disappear again.
I promise. And I keep my promise. There's only one place I want.
Oh, look at the little paw. Look at the big paws.
Yeah, it's like,
Where did you go?
those are paws.
I've been attempting.
Huh?
Those are paws. Those are.
I feel secure.
Why didn't you call me? I was terribly worried about you.
I know. It's okay. Come here. Okay, come on.
And we
You want to come up and talk about on a side note? It's okay. On the weekend when you went for a walk. You can use that one, and you. I don't know what the comments were. There was some kind of discussion. I don't know who said what. Something about saying rabbit. That's why you wanted the blue box. And I said, well,
Vicky,
let me tell you about bunnies. Two ways to do this. It was like bunnies, something about, I don't know how to say bunnies. And I said, no, and I talked about the Sally here. And I said to them about 10 years ago, you know, like before Tim was on oxygen and whatever, and there was a dude out there. I told them about you out, and I think they were puppy slippers or they were bunnies. It was the ones before those.
What'd you get?
And the good-natured chuckles, they weren't nasty, Tim.
Let's get back to car.
We're good. I said, you have to picture this. It's dark. There's this big hulking. I said to Benno, and I don't know if he's as big as he seems. His voice strikes it, but he may not. I'm going to ask him how tall he is, then I'll know. Because he strikes me as being 6 something, but he might not be. It may just be his voice. Well, when I looked at him the other day on there, I thought, you know, maybe he's only 5 something. Because he is a slimmer man. But he always, because of the voice, I think of it as bigger. So, and I said, you got to picture this, because Benno, you know, I think of you as being like 6-something. He never said anything. That's a tip-off already, he ain't. And I said, now you got to picture this massive guy with this big belly who's like 200 plus pounds, and then there's Tim. And Tim's out there standing him down and going to take him on, and I'm on a phone trying to call the RCMP. I said, you guys got to see this. Picture this. You've got an alley. A small city alley. Got some street light. You got all this going on. And this little guy is taking on this big guy. I said, I want you to look at his feet.
There, at least it said 60.
What? Well, I said, I want you to picture bunny slippers.
It's about 40 miles an hour.
Oh, you went for a walk. We were talking about moccasins. That's how it started. Shea was going to put, she said, I want to put little ears on him. Because her son likes rabbits, okay? That's how it started. And she just went, because the picture is there. I think she got it better than Benno. And I said, well, yeah, I wish to God I'd had my camera. There was nothing like it.
Shall we go into the drawing room?
This guy out there, he's going to take this dude on. He's got bunny slippers on. And at that point, you either laugh or you realize you're in trouble. Look at Nia's gone to sleep in the blue box. You realize that, don't you?
Suspicious of you, I can tell by the way she was looking.
Yeah.
I know she's
Don't
suspicious.
start because I said that, you turd. Mew, stop it. I already told you there's another place to curl up.
And quickly.
I can fix that by putting something else in it. In fact, maybe I need to put the gray shirt on top of it. Well, after you vacuum it, you should put the gray shirt on top. And by the way, they know damn well I'm taping this too. She is not pleased he's there. True do? Oh yeah, the cats do. Because she's staring at the brown box saying, should I get in there instead?
What's so strange about her? The way she looks just like a portrait. The way she appeared here so suddenly.
You don't think she really is Angelique, do you?
I don't know. All I know is that I'm
Thank you for leaving the little
frightened of her.
that on. It would be, you should leave that on tonight. I told you. If we packed everything away, that's now the night light in here for you.
All right.
I've already told you that.
Please don't.
That would sit there between now and whenever, and that is now the night light. That means in the middle of the night, if you woke up, there's enough, that should throw enough light to give you an idea of what direction to go in.
Yeah.
Where is the flashlight?
So in the corner of my bed.
Well, then that would, the corner of where? Your desk?
Desk.
Well, then that would get you around to the desk to find it, wouldn't it?
Be prepared for a shock.
Why?
Because I know who I am.
Of course.
Look, it's my Twinkie bums. They're still thinking about who gets to sit where. Come here, take this and take pictures of something, including you. No, that.
So I have to coach you on that. Putting it in your hand.
I hope not.
So if they put it in my hand, better than letting it on the floor. And
This may actually let's fix this. Let's try something else. Maybe we'll take it for tomorrow. B. So I have to coach you on that too. I hope not. Helen? He got out of there and she headed for that blue box. That's pretty wild. You want to take a picture here? No, not of me. Okay, I'm going down.
That away, Tim. I don't feel
very shit
Well,
off right
then
now.
you can set it here and I can talk to you
Well, I don't.
afterwards. All right.
You will
Can
make
I
it?
go pee before I mess my pants?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you're a Twinkie mom.
Love you.
Yeah, yes. Okay, hold on. High five. Come on, high five. Good man.
Well,
There's a curse attached
Look,
to it.
there's Mia in the box again.
Just can't seem to believe that
Yeah, well, you were.
Think gazebo. Now.
Mrs. Collins, is something wrong?
Think gazebo.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I didn't eat anything sticky over here.
Excuse me.
Well, it's like sugar.
Speak to Roger, but tell him how I feel.
Yes, Mia, you're sleeping on the bed. I thought you were going to get in the box. You were in the box earlier. Yeah, well, you were. I don't know. I don't feel very good after I did. The veal was a spice, like a veal loaf thing with yeah, I don't feel good with it.
So
Now, what was this stuff
Canada
like?
Bear
I
bits.
must do the
Milk out away.
You've got a box that you wanted to
Here, and then back over here, and then
okay, and then we have to
show
build something else probably tomorrow.
my eyes look into the
Unless I'm going to go and find
see you wait
sushi
high for
or
me.
something, which we could do, because the potatoes right now will
Must
keep.
see.
And so will the carrots and the few onions that came in.
I command you to show me where you are. I thought I was safe
Yes,
here.
it's a Mia.
Obviously, Cassandra was able to find me.
He has taken over that box.
I can't be Jeff.
There's the Twinkie bone. Organized up there with cleaning.
yes.
So are you finding that your glasses make a difference right now?
Yes.
And
I'm
what's-
even more terrified.
Yeah, right. Okay. That's what I need to, I guess.
Dun, dun.
So have you eaten? Did you eat? Okay, so where are these glasses? Let me see. I don't know. Is this them there? So, let's see. Oh dear bloody God. Those are the cheaper frames. But if you can see, then that's good. And actually, they aren't that bad, really, Tim. If you could keep your hair fixed, don't get rid of your other ones. Okay, in case you would have something in spare.
Where's my case?
Oh, okay. So he said that you had, look at me, you had distinctive issues. Yeah, I figured so. So, did you do this again? And you saw it better, didn't you? Well, I haven't got my glasses on and it looks better. So that's good. Here. That is a good thing. Okay. I'm gonna put these things up here right now. I have to go and do this stupid this class thing at 6 o'clock. Okay, I don't know where to put these. I want them where they're not gonna fall down, okay?
It was supposed to be funny.
I've been having problems with breathing today, so.
Okay, well, I got on a class tonight. The last half hour.
But guess who it is?
One of the students started babbling. I speak 5 languages. And I listened to this nonsense.
I listened to that long ago.
I listened to it again. Then she wanted to talk about her sister's kid, and hell only knows. If she wants to ask these kinds of questions, go talk to Glenda yourself. Don't waste my time. So I muted myself, called a couple of other classmates and said, what do you make of this? Should I interrupt? And one of them did and said, is there any homework tonight? And I came on with it and said, you know, I really hate to interrupt this discussion. I'm sure it's valuable, but I have a full plate myself. And I have things that have to be done with Tim, oxygen and air, and I think actually the instructor was thrilled to have a reason to wrap the little chit-chat. I have some insight that if anything becomes really more difficult, it's probably that the instructor has not been able to shut this one down. We've actually wasted a lot of Zoom time. And I am tired of hearing the story she speaks 5 languages. I assume you'll get it. So would it be wrong for me in a Zoom meeting to say, you know, you keep telling us that. Can you give us an example and start to talk and change languages so I can hear? Because I am a linguist and I work with indigenous languages, and a lot of Afrikanese languages are indigenous, and I would be interested in listening to you tell us in those languages. Would that be wrong?
No.
I think it would be a damn good idea at this point. Anyway, so I'm quasi-bitchy. They don't look
so we're here
that
we are
bad,
for a minute.
Tim. They don't look great, but they don't look that bad, okay?
You want to just sit in the truck?
You really do have to keep your head home, okay?
Oh, all right, that's fine.
You kind of look like... I don't know.
Look at me.
I don't know. It gives you a scholarly look. It is what they do.
So here we are for a moment. Or two.
Huh?
Tell me what the full price on this is.
I don't understand.
Full price on the lenses alone is 20 bucks.
He gave you that kind of a deal.
It's actually a good-looking truck. Looks
He
good
is
with the
such a
canopy on it.
wonderful man, Tim. And by the way, he's a doctor. He has his optometry.
Cool.
You went to the right place. Okay, he's not, or I don't know which is which. He's not just a glass fitting guy. He's got a medical background. And he's the one who said to me years back, he said, I wouldn't sell you glasses. And I went, huh? He said, you have spent so many years figuring out how to do this. Your brain doesn't know what to do with glasses. And that's what he told me about Pacific Eye Doctors. And I said, what? He said, yeah. He says, that's why it messed with you so badly, irrespective of what they diagnosed. Because it was bizarre when he would test me with the machines, Tim, I couldn't perform, and then he'd say, well, what's on that chart? And I'd go, and he just kept shaking his head going, oh. And was it Braun? Is that who, you've seen Braun too? Braun said, both of them said, go to the dollar store as long as you can do it. Get what you need and use them when you need them. That's why I walk around with 3 or 4 pairs. because it's the easiest way to deal with ongoing issues. Okay, so we're here and we're gonna watch that, and I'm sorry you're having problems breathing and you've listened to the pitch. Okay. They look like they're in the, what is this? The box seats or something? Or yeah, okay, the box seats. Yeah, the theater, that's it. But you'd think they'd be up there. Bet you they'd love boxes up there, wouldn't they? If we didn't have as much stuff, they would love boxes to go sit up in there.
Victoria Winters,
There's Mew.
I have found you.
Yes, you're a happy girl.
Why are you appearing to me?
There's Nia.
I was sent to you to finish what I
Okay,
did not
well,
finish
there
in
we
life.
are. I'm kind of tickled with that. They really have decided who gets what box, right? That's good.
Yes.
I'm surprised because I thought you fixed that that shirt in that brown thing.
You took over the blue box. Well, that's okay. He took the brown one.
Why did you
I told him he was supposed to.
Because it's my home.
I did.
Yes,
When
you
I
did.
heard that you disappeared,
You're a
I
total.
thought by some miracle that you decided to leave.
Now,
me
are you
back to
coming
the
downstairs to
better
get those things tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Do you find the glasses help
My name is
right now watching this?
life. Listen to me.
That's good.
hurting me.
You can do
That's
whatever you want
good.
with me, but please
Tim,
leave me alone
I'm
so
really
that I can
pleased
give
if
you
this is the
a-
case. I don't know if you
I
are.
hope you're doing okay. I think you are. I just am kind of happy with that. You know why I think they like a box? Is they've got a place to lean their head. Is that it? And everything else?
Well, you could look at me and talk.
What is it?
The ghost of Sam Evans.
Yeah, probably the best.
Well, I've got a whole 15 minutes out here, Tim, okay?
Yes.
But that's kind of where life is, because that woman wasted 30 to 40 minutes telling us that she could speak 5 languages, and she told us that.
I knew she was planning something.
If I had $5 for every time she's told me that, you and I could order a really good lunch
I'm going to have that dream.
and go to White Rock and a few other
I'll
things.
be compelled to tell it to you. And if I do,
Well, I put no 20 bucks in
you'll
the
die.
Thank
It's
you.
you
Okay.
having num
You'll
nums.
die.
Now he's at large. He's out of control. He will go on killing. Unless we can find him and stop him somehow.
And Nia is just totally crashed out with his little head all slid up against the side going, I'm a comfy boy. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Look at me. How do you like them?
Then probably he's dead
The
by
glasses. Have you even looked at yourself?
now. We
With
must
them?
find him and put him out of his misery once and for all.
Do they feel okay?
No.
They're probably a better glasses
There,
because
so
they're
here we are
large.
for a minute.
A larger.
You wanna just sit in the truck?
It's better as you get older. They'll have
Oh, all right, that's fine.
Look at me.
You didn't know that. Well, it's true.
I'll have
And it's too bad they're as dark as they are.
So
but
here we are for a moment, or two.
I'll get used to them. But don't throw your others away. They are at least here as some kind of backup.
It's actually a good looking truck. Looks good with the canopy on it.
179? That's all he charged you?
That's impossible. No one's told him, Dream.
He's an incredible man. He really is.
By whom?
She was here in this
It's
room.
well over a $200 discount.
She saw an apparition.
He really is.
The
You said,
ghost of Sam Evans.
did he say any reason why?
Sandra was able to
I
conjure
just
up
told him, well,
Sam's
cost
ghost.
is a real big
Yes.
risk.
What?
So now Vicky
I said
knows
the
what
cost
she's
is a
done
big
for her.
thing.
She's terrified.
I said, ever since I lost my job at the hotel,
Go to her, but I have no idea what I can do to help her.
We'll try to
the
think of
wages have
something.
been cut in half.
If it is all
Yeah.
possible,
So
we
I'm looking
must
at
prevent you from having that dream. If
Well,
we
let's see
fail,
what we can do.
then I'll be the next and last.
Look, you have different glasses.
That will be the end of me, Julia.
What?
T-Mark has got 3 different...
You know, it actually isn't a bad looking truck considering
Okay.
even with the stuff with the body. It's not.
And there was this one.
They're,
And the
these
canopy
are
did look
frames
better
he
in the
is,
black than in another with
I don't know
white.
what to do with them. I
It
can-
looks longer than,
I-
well, it
I
is,
think
isn't it?
That's
No, he's still very
What?
much alive.
really a blessing
Somewhere.
too.
the
So we
wheels
should
need
say
to be
thank you.
tidied up too. And I
I'm
never
really
did,
thrilled if you can see
I never did respray them after.
if you're driving.
Did this
And I am astounded with the fact it's almost vacuumed in here. Holy shit.
No,
Okay?
you didn't get a statue.
You did see things when you put them on. So I guess at that point I'm excusing myself and saying, do you understand what is freaking me out and perplexing me?
Mia just woke up and said, that is so bizarre. This is my space.
Okay, watch me, okay? Well, so much for that.
We are taking him to the hospital, whether you like it or not. I was so anxious to help him. I'm not going to discuss this any further with you. Now, I'm only warning you that if you don't do this, you will never
Look at
see
the look.
Evans again. Oh, Barnabas, if you do anything to hurt Maggie, it won't be Maggie, I hope. It will be you.
Unfortunately, they're not getting very far.
We leave the body here and the police find it.
Okay, Tim.
And ask questions. I will tell them about your interest in Maggie. They will
Didn't get very
only
far.
you had a very
There's bubbles, there's some. That one's still going. Look at this.
Can't tell them I did this. You can't lie to them. I can and I will. I am that
That
desperate.
bubble is still sitting there. My God.
Well, now it's up to you.
That's pretty wild. Oh, watch. Let's see if we'll do
I'll
it.
give you exactly 10 seconds to make up your mind.
Yep. This is not great bubble stuff. The look on her face is like, what the hell? What? Did you say? Well, let's hope. I don't know.
Here's Mia. She's sneaking around here.
I hope this shows on the camera.
She's looking for them.
Where did they go? Where did they go? They were here. I saw them. Where are they?
Checking out Nia, telling him he's supposed to wake up. I know, Nia. Well, you came and talked to me for a minute. That's good. What? It's Twinkie Bone.
What is?
And he'll have it. It will kill him.
You don't look that bad with them, Tim.
I'm afraid that Barnabas will be in danger.
Well,
Don't tell him what you're
It's a little bit of a shock,
Don't
but
you let him find us like that.
well, I came to the conclusion that
I can know.
the world has moved on, and if you look at
Because
me,
he was the one that
I have to think about this, because they make me think of Ken's glasses,
Yes.
but at the same time,
I have to tell the truth to Barnabas.
you actually, your hair is
I don't know
combed,
what I'm going to do. I can't.
they look a little scholarly, and you don't look like you, as I know, but you actually look like you're reading my eyes,
Hello?
which I can okay, I can do that without this.
What happened to him?
I can see okay. I can read fine.
An accident?
It's when I start to do that kind of stuff, I've got to put these on. You actually look like you're reading better. And you know what? That's a good thing.
No, he's in an accident.
It might mean I don't have to fight with you as much.
Today I wanted
In a
to
hospital, serious condition. Vicky, I'm
Wait a minute.
like towards Harrison or something.
And that's blurry.
I'm
I
afraid
don't
to be
think I
here
have
alone.
red drop
Well,
off today.
Let me-
That's
If
what
it
would
doesn't
explain
slow
with you
down.
sitting here like this for hours. Okay?
Somebody trying to see out of my left eye sometimes.
Well, I can do that if my eyes are bothering me. I can go into a zone. There's a lot of things and insights that I don't explain, but I think I've got them. But right now, what is happening for me is
Pardon me?
I have an incredible perception of what's going on, depth perception and everything, and yet there is it's not blurry. It's bizarre. It's like looking through water. I don't know how to describe it. And looking through water is not always blurry.
It's different.
Early in the day to come visiting.
When I put these on,
Regular hours, Mr. Blair.
it doesn't a lot change this. It changes that.
I didn't.
Okay?
Now, we
So
didn't get
these
back
are
together.
175s, and I'm working myself down again. I've done this before, and I will do it again.
Yes, most agents.
3 months ago, Tim, I was wearing 350s and 450s again. And I said, I'm going to be blind soon at this rate. And I've got some issues when I'm outside with certain light levels, with what are like floaters and things, but I shouldn't be like this. This
If you're getting floaters in your eyes, you better get them checked.
No, a lot of this has to do with what they would call computer vision. Do you know what that means? Well, that's from being online too much. And the amount of gamma I have not,
Because when you're
I
doing
took
this,
my things off of my screen. I ran the gamma. I ran 350 glasses. No wonder I can't fucking see. And I go out, and I'm out for an hour. My eyes are almost coming on by the time I'm coming home. That's an hour or more. Then I come home and put the glasses back on. Okay? So I am really pushing with... It's tricky because Dr. Bates did this. You kind of have to go through some troubles before it gets better. So you can be a couple of months living with blurring and whatever, but I'll tell you what, my eyes have not throbbed all day. So even if it's a little blurry on the sides towards Mia, or I have no pain.
Oh, here, that door isn't shut.
Well, that's pretty wild. So we just keep doing this.
That's good.
And right now, there, I put these on. This is a little, actually, that's pretty good. So these are 175s, magnification. I've worked my way down to 250s
This?
No, I don't.
with the computer. That's from 350s. And that's in the last 2 weeks. And I did this once before because when I first did Pacific Eye Doctors, I was up to 450s and 550s. And I nearly crashed the truck several times. Okay? So I've gone through a lot with this year and with you and with everything. And I said, fuck it. And I said, fuck the gamma and we'll just run it. And my vision is getting worse rather than leveling. So I said, I guess I better take charge again and I better figure it out. Now that means that if when I'm looking at a computer screen, I've got a little bit of encryption. Do you know what I mean by encryption? I don't know what you mean by, I know what I mean. It's like kind of a little bit of doubling on stuff on this sides of the screen. Who fucking cares? If my eyes are not paining and I can see what I'm looking at, I don't fucking care.
Are you going to talk to Professor Stone?
And I've got a longer spiel to do than saying whatever, because right now I can do beadwork or so. And so if I'm down to 250s, I'm already... Wow. These are 225s. I had a pair of 150s on today at the computer. Well, I hope you realize the difference in that, because between 150 and 450 is an awful lot. So we're talking the 2 to 3 weeks. Upwards of about 6 to 7 years ago was when I started using hundreds to 125 or 150. If I could get back to that, I would be happy. And I would be happy doing that even with... How do I explain this? I would be happy with doing that, with looking at a computer screen and saying, oh, it's a little blurry over here and there. So what? Look this way. Look that way. That has to do with age. With the eye adjusting, the slowness.
But you're pointing at, believe it or not, the camera is pointing at that there.
No, it's probably not.
No, it's not.
So,
It's in the middle of the road.
What did you want to say?
but right now I'm having issues between you, I know you're closer, and her, or that plant. That plant's not closer, and that screen. That screen, look,
Angelique, there is no
I
need for
suddenly
you
want to squint when I look at it.
My name is Cassandra.
Like it's bizarre.
Why
I can look at the plant and say, okay, it's got a little bit of, you know,
Very
through
good.
water.
Please.
And I look at the screen and it just goes
Accept you
bloop.
as Cassandra Collins.
Father, if I show you
Now that has to do with the
nonsense, I would never come down
light
here.
going like this in the image.
If you leave this room, you will regret it.
And you don't look all that dumb in those, okay, at least.
No, when I have seen you,
We'll see what everybody thinks of it on Sunday, okay? Looking down on your nose, what do you look like?
you will find out.
You might find that's better if you're staring at that unit.
Well, I suppose I have nothing
Like,
to lose.
because when I'm sitting, when I'm sitting upstairs, my glasses have to go on like this
Interrupt me.
because I'm looking this way, keeping it straight.
Just
So whether or not you're like me, I have to have. Bruce Dodds is brilliant. I said to him, I said, why can't I? He said, because of what's going on with your eye and the astigmatism that you've always corrected. He told me that long before Hodeman. He said, you have to have a fully flat glass. That's why you want to do this, or this, or... I went, you're kidding. Nope. And that was really
You
insightful.
have to close the camera or you're
That
gonna
explains why I took glasses and bent them so they would sit a certain way when I was looking
I
down.
give you my solemn word that I will. always
You remember my
do
bent
what I
glasses?
will.
Like, suddenly I could look through a 125 and go, it's clear as a bell. Well, why isn't it when it's this way? Because I had to go like this
And to be faithful to you.
to make it clear. Because if I sat like this, they didn't work.
Now,
They
please give every
literally have to
consideration
sit
to what I
straight.
have said.
Bruce told me I was a perfect candidate for,
You'll find me at Collingwood
what do they call
in
them?
the old class.
Contacts. So you're a perfect candidate. Well, I don't want contacts. Well, okay, well then this is what you gotta do. And because he didn't sell me any, he said go to the dollar store and make sure you get straight glasses or glasses you can manipulate. And some of that has to do with my lens levels. So these are thicker. He said the thicker the lens, even if, you know, irrespective of magnification, the less distortion and the less you have to manipulate. So let me see those.
How do you say goat in Anishinaabe Holland?
Those are actually fairly thin compared to, those are really light. Can I try them? Those, holy fuck!
Come in.
I'm trying something. That is bizarre.
Now that you're here, what are you going to do?
Now it feels like through water.
Vicky, I hate to leave you alone like this.
Those are really light though. I gotta close my eyes to do this.
I've taken you away.
There's nothing on the left side.
Vicky, you didn't take me away. I just didn't want you to come back here by yourself as frightened as you were. I'm very grateful to you.
Put those on your face for a moment. And tell me what you think of those. You see how they're heavier?
Yeah.
Those are really light. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay.
She isn't herself.
Okay.
Almost flat.
What?
They're almost flat.
That's what I thought this way. But that's really bizarre. So your issue is distancing. Okay. My issue is actually up close, and because of what I've done with my magnification with online, I'm losing my distance. Big time. I have watched my dead zone increase. Like at first it was out there, and then it went here, and then and in the last 6 months, Tim, my dead zone has ended up right about there.
And so I've spent a lot of time in the last 3 weeks going, oh, you can see over there again. And I've done this before. And so we've got issues of the eye. So the eye gets stressed, strained, and starts to freeze up and gets weak. So I'm working on exercising them or something. But anyway, okay. So I've got those on now so I can see that. You don't look at that. Okay. Oh yes, there's the Muse. I don't know where Nia went.
A great deal more than just a slap in the face.
And my other bright idea was to burn that song. I should be able to do it. I don't think I even need Nero to do it. I think I can do it with just 10. I think that it has the burning capacity. So, what are you doing,
I think you might have tried it.
Yeah, well then it's got to have something on it.
What are you doing, Bob?
She doesn't know. Oh, now you've got fuzzies in your mouth. I probably could have gone out with the truck today. I just didn't think you would have. I don't know. So I washed my hair, which I guess it was an accomplishment, got done, and I got songs done, and I don't know what I did. Didn't do that fucking much.
A night which brought a curse to fruition. And the man against whom the curse was designed had it real.
You know, Mew, if you sat in the box, I'd take your picture. Twinkie.
Tell me. Let me see. Adam, let me see.
I can almost read the time on the microwave.
You still can't?
Oh, it's still blurry.
It's blurry?
It's 48.
You know what to do.
Yeah. That's blurry?
A little bit, just around the edges.
Barnabas.
It's fine if I close this eye.
Oh, and then it may be because of the two eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See,
No.
when I take these off, no, I can still see it, but I get doubling. So it's 6:48, 48.
Willie.
Okay?
Willie.
And I put these on and that goes away. So I have a whole other issue with mine. Here we go again. Shot of that.
We go home now? I guess that would be pleasant, but we can't. The police, they're still looking for you. They
There. See,
visited me once, they may
she's
again.
in Mia's spot.
He doesn't understand. He thinks it's his place.
And
to
she's
take
watching
him.
the
Maybe not.
No, you should go
And then
back.
it's like,
There has to be a logic.
Once I was pinned to death.
Professor, he has to be examined by a doctor.
Julia's coming, she can examine him. Julia. No, Julia. Julia, friend of Barnabas. Stop.
see that? He stuck his nose in.
But it didn't work.
Stuck his nose in, looked at her and said,
You saw your
now I'm
sister.
stuck in the blue box. What's going on? Did they
Angelique.
do this much?
Angelique did not count on
What a pair.
I know, well.
He got snuggled down in there
He had the
today.
same symptoms
Well,
as you.
yeah, he did. But at least there's the two boxes
Right.
now, okay? So,
You've seen him?
and they will...
He had an attack. He couldn't breathe.
Yeah, Nia,
Professor
you know,
Stokes
you
sent for
should
me.
just kick her the fuck out of there. Yes, Nia, you should. You should kick her the hell out of
It's you must have. It was as if he were in a coffin. He couldn't get his breath. Barnabas, the experiment, it did something. It changed everything. There's no logical explanation, but there is some link between you and Adam.